Legendary with Legendary Properties here with Rio Rancho's real estate market update for March 2019. Figured I'd break it up in chunks and try to keep these short and under a minute. Let's see how I do. But I want to answer 5 questions in the following videos, all under a minute. How long does it take to sell a home in Rio Rancho? How's the Rio Rancho real estate market? How much room is there to negotiate off of a list price? Or if I'm a seller, how much should I expect to negotiate off of my list price? And why do homes still fail to sell in such a hot market? 30% of them did this last 6 months that went on active. And the last one, if your price range and where you're pricing it, does it have the hotness factor? Check it out. Does it take to sell your home in Rio Rancho? Well, if we look back 6 months from now, March of 2019, it took on average 22 days to get under agreement with a buyer after putting it on the market. The last 30 days, it's gone up a couple days to 24 days as average days on market before attracting a buyer. But that's a very broad way of looking at it. So if you want to check out the full Rio Rancho market update from March 2019 and download the report, click the link below and check it out. Scroll to page 4 and you can see by price range in $50,000 increments what the average days on market is for your price range. How's the Rio Rancho real estate market? Is it a buyer's market, a balanced market, or a seller's market? You hear a lot on the news that we're in hot seller's markets, but it's a real broad statement to be said. We really like to look at the price range and really determine if that price range in this geographic area of Rio Rancho is in a buyer's, balanced, or seller's market. And we do that by months of inventory. Anything under 5 months of inventory is considered a seller's market. There's more buyer demand and there's less listings to pick from. Between 5 and 7 is a balanced market, and above 7 months of inventory is considered a buyer's market. You can see here in Rio Rancho, all the way up to about 250 is a hot seller's market. When you get to about 250 to 400, it becomes a balanced market, and 400 above is a seller's market. Have questions about how this affects you? Give me a shout. Click the link below. Download the report. Hope this helps. Why do homes fail to sell even in a hot market like we're experiencing right now in Rio Rancho? You can see here from the market update, 389 homes or home sellers put their home on the market with the hopes of selling and moving on with their life, and they failed to sell. So why? And especially when we are in such a hot seller's market. Well, I'll tell you, here at Legendary Properties, we subscribe to a 7-point plan. Universally, all sellers go through these. And one of the things in these 7 points was wrong with those 389 that failed to sell, whether it be pricing, condition, staging, marketing, communication, negotiation, or some of the closing details that just fell through and tanked the sale. So if you have questions about how to have a successful sale, maybe the second time, hopefully the first time, give me a shout, download the market report below, and start getting educated. Hope this helps. Your list price have a hotness factor to it? Let me tell you a little bit about what the hotness factor is, and you can download the report below and see if your list price or where you want to list your house has any type of hotness factor. So what's the hotness factor? It is the pend ratio. So a pend ratio, for layman's terms, is just if there's 100 homes on the market and 50 of them have contracts on it, then 50% have contracts. The pend ratio is 50%. We say that anything above 40% is a good number. And you can see by price range in Rio Rancho, if you download the report, 100 to 150, 73% of everything that's on the market actively already has a contract on it. 69% from 150 to 200, and so on. Check it out, download it. It may really give you some insight on where you should price your home for sale.